Welcome to the Bold Podcast. I'm your host, Naz.
You got Tallman.
Once again, always, shout out to Hustle Five Ways for hosting us. This podcast is powered by your nation's very own #1 hookah company, provider, enthusiast, Sisha to you, where they not only provide you an experience, but they do your rentals, they do your training, they do your etiquette classes, they do the whole nine. They level up your experience when it comes to that hookah. So what's up? What's going on, man? What's happening?
Oh man, I mean, not too much. The sun just came up. The move is complete, so looks like it's gonna be a good day, man. What's going on your side?
Not much. We're definitely gonna talk about that move, but before we even do that, you know what I'm saying, we gotta do a toast. We gotta do our toast to another one.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying? Another conversation, another discussion. See what's going on out here in the world. Some craziness. But
Yes, indeed.
yeah, man, not much on this side, man. This side, just embracing that the dad life, just sitting here, out here mixing up, trying to do what I can.
Okay.
So, it's having a good time. It's having a good time, man. But
Yeah, I
we
see
got some
somebody
bigger
enjoyed
news.
their first snow.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got the hat on, man. That's why it's cold out there. I just came from outside. It's cold, man. It's brick out there.
Yeah,
So
man. I've been watching the weather. I was like, you know what? I made my exit just in time. Because a week later I would have been stuck in all that fun that you all have been experiencing for the past week or so.
yeah, that's in the way, man. I forgot what it was, but it felt like shoveling. You know what I'm saying? And it's real. I mean, it's a good
Mm.
workout. You know what I'm saying? My wife was kind of happy with me. So it told me what it
That's what I like
was.
to hear, man.
Nah, but
Hey,
yeah,
well, I'm
obviously the weather's changed on your side.
yeah,
So
yeah,
but
yeah.
what's up with this move, man? As y'all can see, we got different scenery going on.
Yeah. I'm out here in the UAE, out in Dubai. So right now it's winter time out here as well. So every day it's about 75 degrees, give or take. I think this weekend they're talking about it'd be like 84. A little humidity. So it's cool, but even though I haven't been here long, I feel like I'm adapting already because at night sometimes it's like 68 degrees, and I'm sitting outside with a hoodie on, like it's freezing. 68 degrees back home, it's like, hey, that's still semi. It's risky to wear a t-shirt, but you throw like a long sleeve or something like that, you're
A
good to go
long
to move
sleeve.
around.
Yeah, you don't need the hoodie, you don't need the t-shirt, the long sleeve is where it's at. You straight.
Nah, that's fall weather. But I've been out here with a scully on and a hoodie. Like man, it's chilly out here. But it's cool. I'm still living out of a suitcase. Waiting for some other stuff to arrive. Via air and via ship. But it's cool. I mean, I think one of the craziest things was my first 5 days in here. I didn't have Wi-Fi, internet, or cable. So the only thing I could do was listen to songs on the iPad and movies on the iPad that I had downloaded for the plane. So I'm sitting here watching movies over and over again because it was wild. But once I got the Wi-Fi installed, man, hey, up and running, no issues. Now I did listen to a lot of podcasts because I don't have a TV yet. So I've heard a lot about what's been going on in the DMV and in the area. So we definitely gonna have some good talks today, and we're gonna touch on this whole Dubai move over the course of
Yeah.
the next couple podcasts because man, when I tell you I got lots of information of different things that I've experienced thus far that definitely need to be shared, man. Lots of good stories.
So, you gotta let us know about that seashell out there. You gotta let us know about that. and see what that's hitting
Uh,
for.
definitely, because I had a Shisha to you travel kit. So I was set up to get me by. Had the hookah. Had a couple flavors. I had a pack of coconut charcoal. So day one, came to the airport, came here, got settled. Went outside, fired a hookah up. So I was in good shape. But they definitely do have some different things out here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit one of the big hookah stores on Saturday. I'm gonna go out there because it's about 15 kilometers from me, so I'm gonna go check it out. That's a whole nother thing, man. This whole getting used to
Yeah, man.
kilometers versus miles, and that's wild, man. You be on the highway, and it's like you can go 100 kilometers, and my waves wasn't set up for kilometers yet, so I'm sitting here trying to,
Trying to
trying
calculate.
to navigate those waters. Exactly, man. I go in the weight room. It's kilograms instead of pounds, so I'm on the machine. I got too little, too much. It's definitely a learning experience out here.
No, that's what's up, man. It's always dope, man. But it's funny though. When you said kilometers, I was like, hold up, what? Let me calculate this. But nah, that's what's up though, man. That's definitely what's up. We gotta hear more about that. We gotta hear about that Dubai experience.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, each day is something new. I found the neighborhood hookah spot. Of course, not going name drop no names on here, but I've been there about 6 times. I'm to the point now where I have my own little low top table. So my,
There
my
you go.
reputation has been solidified here.
There you go. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So what's up, man? What else is happening?
Oh man, I see that. Once I got online, that there was so much to talk about. I think one of the first things, one of the wildest things I saw was Jim Jones. I think he was on Angela Yee's podcast, Lip Service, and they were asking him some questions, and he was saying his mother, taught him how to tongue kiss, and they asked him several times for clarification, like, hold on, well, how did she do that? And he was
Yeah, this
like,
Bama
she showed
here.
me how to tongue kiss by kissing me.
Yeah, man. This Bama here is wild. He's wild for that one. He's that's a whole nother realm right there. That's on some, I don't know, man. I don't even know how to classify that. That's in a whole nother area in there. It's one of those things like they say you put that in the box, you lock it, and you throw that shit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit does not come up. He's reckless for that. He's reckless.
Yeah. And it's wild, and it's because, I mean, back in the day, I did used to watch, Love and Hip Hop New York, so I got to, see his mother and, see how she acts and, her temperament, So when he said it, it was kind of believable, to a certain extent, because I was like, look, man, that's a wild lady. But
Yeah,
then
the
he came
dynamic
out
is
and was like,
wild.
nah, yeah, exactly. But then, he came out and was like, nah, it was a joke, it was said in humor, I was being funny. I don't know why you folks are taking it this serious. You just need to learn how to laugh at the joke, ha ha. But then his mother came out and doubled down, was like, well, hey, I wanted him to know, all about women, so I, taught him the things that he needed to know. And I'm like, okay, so apparently she didn't get the memo there.
Yeah, she get the
So
memo.
now I don't know
Retract,
what to
retract.
believe.
Yeah, nah, I feel
Exactly.
you. I feel you. I mean, it's one of those things. No matter what, I mean, everyone remembers the first. You know what I'm saying? Situation, but that's one of those situations. I don't know if it's just. I don't know if that's ever a topic. You know what I'm saying? If that's to that degree, that's wild.
Yeah, yeah. That one starts crossing, certain lines. We ain't gonna, dig too deep into that one. But another wild story is your man AB, man, and Antonio Brown. Now there's a lot of controversy out there surrounding, why the man, took his pads off in the, during the game, and threw his gloves in the stand, and made an exit. But what do you think about your boy, man? You think that was warranted? You think he did too much, or you
Yeah,
think that
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna hesitate. Nah, it's even going back, like you said, there's always three sides. It's their side, your side, and it's the truth, right? So, I guess in this situation, it's about him having some fractures in his ankles, and he didn't feel fit to go in, and they're like, nah, you gotta go in. If you don't go in, then you ain't on this team. And honestly, I feel like I took my hat off to him, man. I felt like he lived that dream. Whether people agree with it, whether people don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I commend that man right there. That's the dream right there. Just to be able to be like working for somebody else, making someone else millions, billions, and you feel unappreciated. So you just like, fuck it. You feel
Yeah,
justified to do it. So, I mean, we talk about level of professionalism, but I mean, when do you, put the professionalism over, your character and who you are as a man?
yeah,
You can't sell your soul. Ain't no dollar worth that. You know what I'm saying? Your character's all you got. And he expressed it the best way he felt fit. So you can't be mad at that because I'm pretty sure there's probably, millions of folks that watched that game, watched that happen, and were mad because they wish they could have done it, could do it.
yeah, man. Because everybody has that fantasy of how I'm gonna quit my job and how I'm gonna walk out and how I'm gonna show up. Whether they hit the lottery or something else. And you're right. I mean, the man truly act that out. Because 97% of us talk about what we would do and how we would do it, but not many of us are actually going to do that because and the corporate world, everything is about references and reputation and all that stuff. So you can't walk in the office and start flipping over desks and breaking windows and causing destruction.
No, I
But
hear
I
you.
agree with you. I think the man's exit strategy was beautiful. He saw what it was, and I mean, people know him and know his character, and at the end of the day, the man is still a solid player. I guarantee you, next year we'll probably see him on on somebody's squad in some capacity.
I'm trying to say, I think the boys gonna pick him up. You know what they do? They had T.O. after his debacle. You know, Irvin. It just seems right. Why not? Then that'd be a real
Yeah,
problem. But we're not even getting that scenario. But yeah, like he stepped up. Like he knows his worth. You know what I'm saying? Like he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? And he put it out there on the field. So you can't be mad at him. Like he knows who he is. And so he was like, fuck it, I'm out. That's how you feel and treat me, I'm out.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's wild, and you're right. I mean, that does have Jerry Jones written all over it. He is the king of second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, even seven chances. So I wouldn't be surprised. I really don't want to see AB in the NFC East, but I do want to see that man eat. That man has a family. So I,
Facts.
I wouldn't be upset except for 2 weekends out the year when we got to face y'all.
I feel you. Well, the way y'all season's been this year, I probably mad every week, but it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? Go ahead and enjoy your one extra week of football
We get in this
before you
conversation
join
every
us.
year.
Hey, and again, I always tell you, you're talking to a realistic Washington football team fan. All I'm gonna say is next Sunday or next Monday morning, we'll all be in the same predicament. We'll all be on the sidelines, watching the fanfare. But hey, enjoy the extra week. Y'all enjoy the extra check. You all did your thing this year. You pulled it out somehow and pulled it together, but it's not gonna last long, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man, that stuff is bad for you, man. That hate, is bad for you. It's bad for the soul. It's all right though. Just sit back and watch. You'll be
Man,
all right.
But see, like I told you, man, it's not hate. It's just a passion. A very strong passion. I mean, hate is such a serious, intense word, and I wouldn't give you all that much intensity, that much energy, man. It's just not how I am. It's not how I'm built, man.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But before we get off AB, man, did you see that man has he's about to drop a single
Duh.
called
Yeah. That's my shit right there. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, man. I fuck with this AV wave, man. I fuck with it. I respect it, man. And linked up with your boy Kanye.
Yeah,
And yeah, man, he's just out there. He's just doing him. He's following his dream. And once again, who doesn't want to do that? Follow your dream. And he's living proof of that. He's like, what I'm saying? I grind it out. I'm about to have fun. You're gonna tell me what I can and can't do. So grind that out.
yeah. Hey, man, the man's living his life, man, and talking about musicians. I hear your guy Trey Songz is in some legal trouble again. There's been some allegations of him and the mistreatment of women, and I know he's had things come up in the past. I'm not sure where it's gone because I usually hear the allegation, but I mean with everything going on, I really don't follow it too closely. But it's just it's striking that here we are again, with another allegation of misconduct. And my opinion is, I never judge anything until it's adjudicated in the court of law. Because the way things go is, you're innocent until proven guilty. So I'm not gonna drag this man's name, but all I'm gonna say is it's just very ironic that I mean, here we are again, a few years later, dealing with the same allegations.
Yeah, man. And like you said, until the facts, until it's been determined, I'm not about to put too much weight on that, in a sense as to, but an allocation like that, I think it's gotta be heard. Like, you gotta play that whole thing out because that's some serious stuff right there. And we know this. You don't treat women like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't. That could be somebody's, sister, aunt, daughter and stuff like that. So you don't really, you definitely don't get into that realm. But for an allegation like that, that's a tough one, man. And it continues to be again, like you said, multiple times too. That's a tough one. I'm hoping it's not true. Or I don't want to say misunderstanding because no means no, but yeah, that's a tough one right there. That's a hard
Yeah,
one.
man. I definitely agree with you. I don't we don't know what happened. I mean, it's
Yeah,
his side, her side, and it's the truth. And hopefully, I mean
yeah,
that comes out. But definitely don't condone any actions like that going against a woman, man. Because that's the unspeakable. You don't do stuff like that. And you
yeah,
know, one would think that if you've been accused of things like that in the past, that that you would take precautions to make sure you don't find yourself in that same situation again.
yeah. Facts, facts, facts. But speaking on that, turn the other side, like you say, like, definitely don't condone for women, but men get abused too, dog. We gotta be in
Yeah,
tune with ourselves. Men get abused too.
yeah,
You know, and so like you said, I think just anybody, man, that's just taking advantage of folks ain't a cool thing. Not agreeing, not saying it happened, not saying it didn't happen, just saying in general in all aspects. That's a tough. That's a big no. You know.
yeah, yeah, man. And I mean, you saying men you know fall into some of the situations and pitfalls and traps. I mean, that goes right into our next topic. Your boy Drake.
Yeah,
Word on the street is, he's out here putting, hot sauce and condoms
that's a
to
wild
contaminate
boy right there.
them,
That
so that
shit's
that there
wild.
won't be any slip ups. What do you think about hot sauce in a condom, man? Do you think the man went too far? You think the man is safeguarding himself, protecting himself? Or do you just think that that's just a wild boy?
I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? My man got hot sauce like next to his bedstand. Does he just have it like in his pocket, readily available? I'm just trying to figure out how hot sauce was so readily available for it to happen. And I don't know. You gotta protect yourself, And like you say, some people take advantage of it, And it's sad,
Yeah,
unfortunately, we live in a world like that, where folks gotta feel like they about to be trapped. You just can't be out here living and doing what you want to do and just hanging out. You always think someone's out to get you, And that's a sad world to be in. That's what kind of world we live in, though. And like I said,
yeah.
that's what happens. Unfortunately, more than it doesn't.
No, I mean, I agree with you, and the Tabasco. They got them little airport shooters now. So I mean, you never know. I mean, the man could have, had one of those readily available, and popped it in there. But I'm just trying to think, man, what happened to the days of, you know, taking the rubber with you, and discarding it somewhere else, or,
Yeah,
I know they say, you're not supposed to flush them down the toilet because that messes up the pipes and things like that. But I mean, who's really, throwing them in the trash can these days?
yeah,
So was a
no,
hot
that's
sauce really necessary? That was just like that was overkill, you know?
yeah. I maybe wanted to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's like if the young lady wanted to, I had ill intentions and she did whatever she did. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you got burned. You know what I'm saying? Like
No pun
try,
intended.
but no pun intended, but you got burned, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like good try. You know. So I don't know. I think you gotta do. That's where folks do extreme things. Sometimes you gotta do that. Make sure that's how important it means to them. So I don't know, dog, but I just I don't know if the man had hot sauce stuck in his sock. You know what I'm saying? That shit's just wild. You know what I'm saying? Of all things to put, you know what I'm saying, you find a bottle of hot sauce.
Exactly. I think he definitely set the tone, though. He made a statement, and he was like, "Hey, if you have any ill intent, towards me, and trying to set me up or trap me, let this be a warning to everyone. That's not gonna happen." And while I think it's funny and hilarious, again, hey, the man didn't break any laws that I'm aware of. It's just a little strange, a little weird, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Folks about to come out with the hot sauce challenge. That's about to be a whole new, a whole new world now. Everything becomes a challenge.
Oh
So
man,
wait out
that's
for
the
the
way of the
hot
world.
sauce challenge. You'll be here soon.
Nah, you are right about that.
You know,
You are right about
everything.
that.
But that's why it goes back. You know what I'm saying? When you said when you first moved out there, it's like you had a chance to just get in tune. You know what I'm saying? Catch up. You know, elevate yourself. Read and just disconnect it from the world for a moment. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's not the world we live in though. We got every challenge in the world.
Nah, man, I agree with you, man, and it did feel good to be off the grid for a few days. As I had some books and iPad that I had just sitting around for a minute. So I took that break to go back and start doing a little reading and catching up because I mean when COVID first hit, it's like my TV watching went through the roof. I think it increased by like 300%. Man. I
Yeah,
was knocking out series and the matter of a day or two because the TV was on and in the background. So it was a good breather. But I will say, once I got that Wi-Fi up and running and I found out just how invaluable, these apps were, to watch TV. I was definitely on it. I think one of the first shows I watched was Power, because Power was off, for a couple of weeks, due to the holidays.
Yeah.
So I caught up on Power and caught up on Mayor of Kingstown and a couple different things. But when you got to sit here and watch TV on an iPad and keep the iPad charged, it definitely regulates just how much you're watching. So I'm gonna try to keep that trend going, where I still get back, do reading and some other things, and still working on getting things established and set up here.
Yeah.
But it was good not to be, sitting in front of a TV, for 10, 12, 13 hours a day, just killing time.
No, I feel you. That's what's up.
Now the other wild thing that I heard was the good folks at Taco Bell are out here selling wings
I'm boosted. I'll be trying it. I will be trying it.
I'm a bit curious, 'cause I remember back in the day, Taco Bell, had the gorditas, the tacos,
Yeah.
the nachos, and they started doing the breakfast. I'm like, all right, breakfast kind of makes sense because you got the breakfast burritos and things of that nature.
In fact.
But I'm trying to figure out how did wings make it. And matter of fact, they even did fries for a minute. And I think they're still doing fries. But how did wings creep into the business plan and say, hey, you know what? The one thing we're lacking that we need to introduce on the menu is some wings.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm kind of interested to see what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'll be trying them. I'm interested to see why Taco Bell has wings. It's like Chick-fil-A coming out with a quarter pounder. It just doesn't. They don't resonate.
Yeah,
Taco Bell tacos, wings. I mean, I don't know.
nah. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to live vicariously through you, as I haven't come across a Taco Bell, out here in Dubai. I came across the KFC, the Five Guys, Vapiano's, which I missed because, during COVID, all the Vapiano's in America is shut down.
Mm.
So I did have some Vapiano's while I was out here. Now it's not the same as my boy Antoine when he used to hook it up, down by on what was that, 18th Street?
Yeah.
18th Street, M Street, right by Ozio's, so it didn't have the same zest to it. But it did feel good to have some Vapianos, and I won't lie, I got my containers, and I've been using those containers as a storage, because like I said, my stuff isn't here yet. So when I tell you I got one pot, one pan, I'm working off bare minimum, man. I made some spaghetti yesterday, man. All I had was a spatula and a soup spoon.
But you made it work. Resourceful.
Of course, man. Of course. It came out, not too bad. It didn't have all my seasonings and all my zest to it, but I was impressed with it. So, the whole thing with Taco Bell and their wings, we'll be waiting to hear, what your review is. You got to share that with, us and the folks on the pod to give us your wing insight, because you are a wing connoisseur. I think when we were hanging out when I was in the DMV, at least once a week, you were calling for some sort of wing order, for the guys' hangs.
You got to, that's the first thing I try. If you can make some good wings, then I'll explore the rest of the menu. But that's one of my my scales that I use to determine if I'm gonna either revisit or order something else. Wings are my thing.
Fair enough, man. That's fair enough, man.
So I definitely keep you posted on that. I definitely want to see what that's talking about. See. When I first saw that, I was like, this is gonna be interesting. Go either way.
Exactly. First KFC had the mambo sauce. Now Taco Bell has the wings. So Should be interesting. And that's another thing I got to do. I got to try the KFC out here. As we always have the running debate of, KFC in the Caribbean, whether you're in Trinidad or
Mm,
whether you're in JA, because of the different, spices they use in the chicken, and the quality of the meat, where it's not,
yeah,
infused with, so many different things, So I'm gonna try to get out to KFC within the next week or so out here, just to see
yeah.
what the Dubai KFC is talking about. And I'll definitely give my opinion on that because you know how highly I rate, the KFCs
Yeah.
in the Caribbean.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm not gonna lie. I remember you was telling me about that. We went to I went to Bali and had KFC. Not even just from like their main dishes, but even their sides are different. You got plantains, you got rice, you got different options. You don't have red beans and rice. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a different
Yeah,
experience. I'm not gonna lie. KFC is banging. I don't know what they do in other places, but they shitting on them over here.
yeah, definitely, and you would think, America is where the KFC originated. How they letting all these other countries outdo them, but I mean that's another conversation for another day.
No, I hear you. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's different oil, different seasonings. I don't know what it is, but you're right. You know, so I'm definitely. So I'm interested about that. But it makes sense
And
then. I think
speaking of,
about it. Taco Bell and KFC are partners. So I wonder if it's just KFC giving them some wings. I just thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Like
you
maybe.
know what, that's true. Yeah.
So are they going to be original or are they going to be crispy? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. You know.
Oh, they definitely gotta have some spice on them.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, because that Taco Bell, I forgot what sauce it was. Not Diablo, but their fire sauce, their spicy sauce was solid.
I'm saying.
I definitely mess with the chicken everything in Taco Bell because I'm still stuck on the rumors back in the day of Taco Bell using the mystery meat, in
There's
the
somebody said called
tacos and
horse
things
meat
like
or
that.
something like that. Yeah, I remember that.
And it was all kind of rumors, so that's kind of scarred me. So to this day, I really can't do the beef tacos at Taco Bell, but I mess with some chicken though. So
Yeah,
chicken,
That's the safe route to go.
exactly,
That's the safe route.
exactly. And and talking about restaurants, I hear that DC is making the same move that New York did, with saying that in order to get into restaurants and gyms, I know those two definitely. You got to show your vaccine card.
Yeah, they call it a passport.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild. That's
yeah.
wild.
I kind of get it, but I don't get it. Because with all these different variants going on, whether you have the vax or don't have the vax, you can still be a carrier. So I'm not really sure where they're going with it. I think I understand, their intent. Their intent is, to, try to ensure that, we get the vax numbers up to try to limit, the spread of things and the severity of it. But I don't know if it's too little, too late, or if it's just,
Yeah,
them throwing up a Hail Mary.
and that's what they
I kind
saying
of have
now.
mixed feelings.
Yeah, that's what they saying now, man. It is a Hail Mary. You hit the nail on the head because they got stuff out here now called Deltacron. First time I saw
Flu
that,
Rona.
I was like, so is the flu Rona? You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just throwing darts at a board and be like, all right, is the next step. People who are vaccinated or boosted still catching it multiple times. So it's I was talking to my folks the other day, and honestly, it's like we just gotta come up with the times, like just accept it. This is where we're at. You're not gonna beat it, or you're gonna beat it, but everyone's gonna get it, should I say, at some point. It's
Yeah,
gonna be like the flu, sinus infection or whatever that may be, but everyone's gonna catch it, man. It's inevitable, and it's not if, it's when, It could be 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road, but that living as a hermit, they should have done that in the beginning. Just shut everything down for 14 days. Maybe even 14 days if it took a major hit, but maybe we could have gone out of it.
Yeah.
Which one's better, 14 days or 25 months?
Exactly. I know I definitely been had to make that shift back to those little hospital masks, because I'm hearing out here on the streets that the cloth mask doesn't do anything. The cloth mask is definitely more comfortable, and I know it fits me better. As I have one that covers up my beard, but I'm back out here, double masking it. Got the hospital mask
Gotcha.
under and got the cloth mask on top, man.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy again, which we know. When wintertime rolled around, you got COVID still out here, whatever it's being called at the time of day, and you got flu season upon us, and you got people just getting sick because the change in the weather. So you're right. It's definitely going to be a fun ride. We're still on this wild roller coaster.
Yeah, we on it. It's gonna level out, but we gonna be on it. So everyone might as well just buckle up, enjoy the ride. And plus, I ain't really trying. I'm not gonna lie though, but I'm not trying to fuck with that Delta crime. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit sound like a transformer. It just sound like
Yeah,
a wild Decepticon that's about to, come in and fuck shit up.
exactly. Just got a little too much going on, man. A little too
Yeah,
much there, but
yeah. So I'm
all I'm
good
gonna
on
say
that.
is, everybody be safe, be responsible, and good luck out there. 'Cause like you said, this ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
Every couple of weeks or so, we're gonna have some new mutation and some new name and something else going on. So
that's
watch yourself.
that's it. That's it. That's it. So but like you said, stay safe. Strap up out here. You know what I'm saying? Just stay safe. No pun intended.
Exactly. Don't put no hot sauce in your mask, man.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Oh man. No, but on another note, I also saw that they captured, three folks, who were being charged
Yeah,
and young Dolph's murder. So I mean that's a good thing that the
yeah,
folks who are responsible for his untimely demise,
yeah,
that they get
yeah,
they're gonna get their day in court. And we'll see what happens and find out more behind the motivation and what happened and why
yeah.
that young brother's gone. But I mean, it's like I said, it's good they were captured and brought to justice.
Yeah, and it's crazy though too. Like they say, it's always the ones that are closest to you, right? So, until all the facts truly come out, the first one they was looking at, you know, was right behind him at his show. Like, what I'm saying? Part of his
Yeah,
circle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Part of his crew. And that's the scary part, man. Like we said, it's the times we live in, man. People do extreme shit.
exactly.
So it's in all facets, not even just with COVID, what I'm saying, with your partner, whatever it is, man. You just gotta protect yourself, man. Don't be out here looking, looking on the inside from the outside. Just gotta protect yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. Watch the company you keep, man. 'Cause you're right. It's the ones closest to you that you don't even look at that'll do you in and put a knife in your back, man.
Literally, what I'm saying? Just get them, So it's sad that it is, but like you said, I'm glad folks are being brought to justice for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they took a
Yeah,
father, a brother, you know what I'm saying, a husband away, you know what I'm saying, just a son. Like that's tough. So hats off. I'm glad they
but
got that.
same here, same here. But then on a good note, Maya Angelou is
Yes,
now
yes,
being featured on the quarter. The first
yes,
black woman to appear on U.S. currency.
yes. That is dope. That is dope. That is hats off for that. Yes.
Yes,
I
that
saw
is a
that. I
big
was
step.
boosted. I was boosted for that. I was like, this is good. This is good. This is powerful right there.
Exactly, because I loved her story. I mean, she was great, for the culture and the
Yeah,
things she produced, throughout her poems and her work. And it's nice to see her get that that recognition.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. This is the pioneer and just continue to be a pioneer. So that's what's up. Love the impact it having. You know, love seeing
Exactly,
that.
but that begs the question. A few years ago, it was rumored that
Harry
Harriet
Tubman.
Tubman, I think, was going to be on the $20 bill. It's like, what happened to that? How did we get Maya Angelou on the quarter before we get Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill? And that's been in the works for a minute. Because the
Yeah,
Maya Angelou thing to me came out the blue. It's not anything that we heard about last year that was coming in 2022, and boom, here it is. Whereas the Harriet Tubman, I was told that, and but I saw in the news and different media outlets that that the Treasury Department was working to get her on the $20 bill, and that was supposed to happen sometime in 2021. But what's up with that? What's up with getting her on the
yeah.
$20 bill, man?
No, that's facts. That's facts. I think that came to mind when I first saw that news. When I first saw that, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, all right, well, maybe it's right behind. I remember I did see something recently about, it's still in discussion, and the families arguing about it, and so I was excited to see, that they were still fighting for it. And again, when the quarter came out, when Maya Angelou came out in the quarter, I was like, that's what's up. At least something's
Yeah,
happening. So,
exactly,
you
exactly.
know,
We got some progress. We got some progress.
so that's some good stuff.
No,
That's
indeed,
what I say,
indeed.
man. It's been an interesting start. It's just been an interesting just times, and we're gonna continue to see things just continually happening. And so I'm just that's why every day, you just go out there and do what you gotta do.
Man, that's it, man. That's it. Seize the day, because tomorrow is definitely not promising.
Facts.
While we're on that note, man, hey, rest in peace to Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I think he was like 94.
Yes.
And that kind of came out the blue as well. But that's another gentleman that did so much for the culture. A true gentleman and a scholar, and
Yeah.
definitely was a trailblazer. And set the
Yeah.
tone. For a lot of African American actors. So rest in peace to Sidney.
Facts, 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 facts. And I think that's a big thing. I think it's sad that, his name ring bells, and we know that. And it's just, we talking about Dolph, we're talking about people who passed, it's, all that stuff is, it weighs you down, but then this remembering of what they did, the legacy they left, you got Maya
Yeah,
Angelou doing her thing, it's like, it's one of those things, man. We are some influential folks, and it's
exactly.
giving them roses, through the duration, through the ride, before and after anyone's gone, just give your
Yeah,
folks some flowers, You just tell me proud, like, what's up? That's why I say it's always
nah,
a great day
man.
to be black.
Always, always. Well, I know it's getting late over there. It's early over
Yeah.
here. Get ready to start the work day soon. So before we get out of here, man, what you got going on this weekend?
It's wild card weekend, baby. You know? So we just chilling. We just staying here, it's cold as shit outside. So, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Literally just chilling. Cold as shit. So, yeah, wild card weekend, man. Just, spend time with some good folks, my close folks, the family, and just keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving. You got the big change, man. What you doing out there? What's going on for you this week?
Man, the big thing for me is one, I was trying to figure out, how I could watch the NFL games because, the games come on here. It's like the 1 o'clock game started at 10 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah.
So that's already, a very difficult thing, especially when you're waking up at 6 in the morning. And,
Yeah.
one of my fantasy teams was in a championship last week, so I'm sitting here trying to monitor, who's starting, who's not starting, who's, looking at different, point spreads and ratios and things of that nature. And, I wanted the chip in my random league, so I lost in the money league and the bottle league. So, I got a moral championship in that league, so I'm happy about it, but I'm still trying to, figure that out. There's a couple of American spots out here that have sports bars, so I'm trying to make some calls to see if, they're going to be showing the game. So at least, I can, witness the Cowboys loss, live. I'm not watching it on a ticker, getting updates, every 3 minutes to the score. So I'm gonna try to make that happen, and then to just get out a little bit more, find out, more about the city and where to go, and definitely and enjoy the warm weather out here because I'm not a fan of winter. So this weather right here, man, it's perfect for me. I'm mad that I didn't have any shorts in my check bags. I got some stuff for the gym, but I may have to hit the mall this weekend and give me some shorts and some attire, so that way I can move around comfortably. In this nice warm weather. 84 degrees is very 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 pleasant. And I'm not saying that to rub it
Yeah,
in.
you may want to keep that to yourself, good guy. You may want to keep that to yourself, buddy. I appreciate that though.
I mean, I'm just saying that, hey, winter has just begun, in the DMV, and, a couple months, you ought to be out of it. Keep your head up, stay warm. But until then, I'm going to let you all live vicariously through me out here in the
There you
desert.
go. There you go. There you go.
And I'll try not to post, too many things on social media with the temperature on there, showing just how warm it is. Maybe I'll use the Celsius, throw people off, because. Because 26 degrees Celsius, no one knows what that means.
I feel you. I think 30 is like damn near 90 or something like that. It's something weird, something. I hear you now. Nah.
Exactly. So if you see it, you won't automatically think off the break that, hey, this guy's rubbing it in, opposed to, seeing 87, pop up on there, so trying to do my due diligence, to be a good sport, while I'm out here.
Yeah, you probably keep that info to yourself though, but I appreciate it. You're a good guy.
Hey, I'm
Man.
gonna
I
try
appreciate
it.
it.
I can't make any promises. The mood may hit me, and they say, when the mood hits you, you gotta go with it.
Hey, you gotta live in your light. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly, man. But we'll see, man. But hey, before we head out of here, shout out to Shisha to you. You can follow them on IG. Also, thanks to everyone for rocking with us this week. Don't forget, if you have a flavor, a brand, a blend that you want us to try, send that to us in the comments. We'll try it out. We'll, let you know what we think about it. We always tell you, don't forget to clean your hookah. Make sure things are nice and clean, so that way, each smoke that you have, it is just as enjoyable and flavorful as it should be. So clean those bases, clean those stems. If you have a washable hose, flush that out. Just make sure that things nice and clean. And that's about it, man. Until then, man, keep those coals fresh and hot, and keep smoking, and we'll do it again next week.
Facts. Well, definitely, like we always say, click, like, and subscribe.